Hey guys, Truly Odd Reviews here with my podcast version of Truly Odd Reviews. And it's been very difficult for me to record videos and edit them and get them posted up because I just don't have the time. And I feel like recording my voice and just talking will be a lot easier for me because it'll be easier for me to just throw the audio with a little image onto YouTube. So you guys let me know if this way is working better for you. That way you don't have to watch the video. You can just listen to me while you play video games or do other things, while you're at work or however else, whatever else you guys like to do. So forgive me, I will be a little mumbly. This is my first ever podcast review, so I am going to review 3 movies for you guys. Oh, and forgive any other audios you're hearing in my background. I'm using headphones at the moment. I will get better audio equipment as time goes on. Anyways, so the 3 movies I am going to review are The Purge Election Year, The BFG, and The Legend of Tarzan. I recently seen all 3 of these movies, and I will review them for you in the order in which I watched them, which is first The Legend of Tarzan. Now, I feel that The Legend of Tarzan wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. However, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, if that makes sense. I assumed The Legend of Tarzan was going to be more of a, how do I say, like a stupid, fun, action-packed movie. At least that's what I was hoping for. But I actually got more of a story with it. There was actually a really good, not a good story behind it, but a really decent story behind it. And I could appreciate what they were trying to do with this movie. I mean, just the way that the portrayal of Tarzan. You know what? Let me right now, since I'm on my laptop recording this, let me Google who these character actors are for you guys. Legend of Tarzan. So, The Legend of Tarzan stars Alexander Skarsgård as Tarzan, Margot Robbie as Jane. And I have to say, these 2 people portraying these characters they did quite well. I love Margot Robbie. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's a great actress. I can't wait to see her in Suicide Squad as Harley Quinn, and I think she did an amazing job in this movie for what the movie is and what the movie is portraying. Now, Alexander Skarsgård, I think he's a good actor, but I don't know. It bothers me when they do movies like this, like Tarzan, and they make the characters white as hell. He's been in the jungle his whole life. He's gonna be dark. At least tan him up or get a darker person. I'm not saying make the person like, Mexican or make him black or make him whatever. But if the character has grown up getting hit by the sun his whole life, he's gonna be darker than what he is portrayed in the movie. And this movie also stars Christoph Waltz and Samuel L. Jackson. Christoph Waltz, I love him in every Quentin Tarantino movie, but I feel like other movies from 007 to this one, he's just a one-note actor. I feel like he needs to give us something more because I feel like he's just always that one slick character, but not everything we need from an actor. We need to see more than just one character in these different movies, and that's what I feel like he gives us. Samuel L. Jackson is my favorite part of this movie. He does amazing. I mean, it's Samuel L. Jackson. He's the funniest character in this movie. He brings it down to earth, and it's weird. He's like a 2016 person back in these times, and I feel that the movie is okay. It's not a movie you have to go see. I would recommend maybe waiting for it to be for rent or just one day when it's on cable to actually take down and take a look at it. But as far as seeing it in the theaters, it's not really necessary. I quite enjoyed it. If I have to rank it, I will give it a 6 out of 10. It's not horrible, but it's not that great. So 6 out of 10 is what I give The Legend of Tarzan. Now, let's go to the BFG. But forgive me for the pauses. I am Googling who these actors are. And seeing as I'm not recording videos now, I can just, do that while you guys listen. Even though that may be annoying, but I definitely do not care. So, the BFG is directed by Steven Spielberg. Now, I have to say, it's not the best Steven Spielberg movie. We have seen much better from Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park. Hopefully, you guys even know, some of you guys probably don't even know who Steven Spielberg is, and I just named off some movies he's directed. But he is one of the best directors on the planet. And I have to say, from what he had to work with, he did an amazing job. The CGI in this movie, the visual effects for the BFG are actually quite wonderful. I mean, you could tell it's fake, but the performance that Mark Rylance gives, Academy Award winner Mark Rylance, let me add, the the performance he gives with this character for motion capture is absolutely wonderful. You feel his acting through his eyes. You'll see if you watch the movie. Just you look into the character's eyes and you feel his pain, you feel his love, you feel his happiness. You feel what he's feeling, and Mark Rylance did an absolutely amazing job as the BFG. Now, I never seen the little girl portrayed in this movie. She plays Sophie, and her name is Ruby Barnhill, I believe it is. And I've never seen this little girl in any other movie. Let me see. Let me look up her IMDb and see if she's in anything recognizable. Nope. This is her first movie. And I have to say, Steven Spielberg directed this little girl amazingly. She does absolutely wonderful. I felt like she brought us into this world and made us feel what she's feeling. And not many actresses her age can do that, and I feel that she brought us into this world. She made us feel like it could have been any one of us in this world with the BFG and these other giants. Now, this movie's not perfect. It's not Steven Spielberg's best work, like I said before, but it is a nice and wonderful movie. If you have kids or if you have little siblings that or little cousins that you want to take to the movies, I recommend you do it. I personally took my little cousin Isaiah to the movie and he enjoyed it. And I have to say, this is not a spoiler of the movie, but there's this part of the movie where they do a fart joke. But, usually fart jokes are like, wow, really? They pulled out a fart joke? But I have to say, they did actually quite a good job with the fart jokes in here. Now, there's other cast members, but there's no one big worth mentioning. It's mainly focused on these two characters, and I feel that it's a movie to see in the theaters. It's not gonna go down in classics like E.T. or Jurassic Park, but it will be one of those movies that Steven Spielberg directed that's like, hey, that was a decent movie. So probably definitely go check out BFG. I have to say, out of the three movies I am talking about, the BFG is the best. And now, let's get to the Purge election year. Sorry for all the typing, but like I said, I get to be lazy with this format. So, the Purge of election year stars Frank Grillo, Elizabeth Mitchell, I believe her name is, and some other character people you've probably never even heard of. And I've seen all three of the Purge movies, and out of all three of them, I have to say the second one is the best. But this one is pretty good. What the election year is focusing on is the presidential running, which is actually pretty interesting because of what we're going through right now with Trump, Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, and all that stuff. Now, I'm not going to get political, but what it represents is the presidential run to end the Purge, because the Purge is taking out the poor citizens, the middle class citizens like you or me, or and then a lot of the politicians are prohibited from being killed during the Purge, which is very, very controversial in this fake world. Now, what they do is for this Purge, they get rid of the rule to not kill government officials or high-ranking officials, so that they can kill the senator that is running for president to stop the Purge. And Frank Grillo is hired as her bodyguard, and that is the basis of the movie. I have to say, Frank Grillo, I think he's an underrated actor. In another world without the Daredevil show, I feel like he could be the Punisher. I mean, he's an amazing actor. I loved him in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Captain America: Civil War. I mean, I feel like he needs to be put in other movies and needs to be more appreciated for what he does. Elizabeth Mitchell does a great job as the senator. I have to say, I never really seen her in many movies. Let's look up her IMDb. Let's see if she has something here worth mentioning. See, no, it looks like she mainly did a lot of TV shows. Oh, she was the wife in the Santa Claus movies, if you even seen those, which I grew up on those, so who knows. So yeah, she doesn't have anything worth mentioning in her IMDb. Maybe Frequency, that's a good movie, but nothing really worth mentioning. She does an okay job. They make these movies for like $30 million and they make hundreds of millions of dollars. So you even though it didn't do great at the box office, this movie will have a sequel most likely because of how cheap it is to make. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be the best movie so far, but I do have to say it's worth taking a look at. You are going to get the cheesiest lines in this movie. They have such cheesy lines, bad acting, but it's fun. The jump scares, the shooting, the action. It's actually becoming quite a bit of a good franchise. And if they put a little more money behind it and a little bit more focus behind the story instead of keeping it cheap, I think that this could blossom into something absolutely wonderful. So I think that Purge election year is worth taking a look at if you don't mind shutting your brain off for a good 2 hours. Oh, and I'm sorry, I just looked up the budget for the Purge election year. I said 50 million and making 100 million. They actually made this movie for $10 million, and let's look on Box Office Mojo. And I'm not funded by any of these sites, but Box Office Mojo is a great place to get the weekly box office and what movies are making throughout the months and the year. So, let's see. Purge election year has a budget of $10 million, and worldwide it has made $50 million. So, you are definitely going to get a sequel because it is still out in the movie theaters. So, you know what? While I'm here on Box Office Mojo, let's pull up the box office for all three of these movies I've been talking about. Again, I apologize for, pulling this up while I'm talking to you guys. However, I just is so much more relaxing and so much more calm. I feels better for me, and I can just, upload this so much faster without the hassle of having to edit mistakes I made in video. I can make mistakes talking, but who cares? Because you guys are not really focused on what I'm saying. You're more focused on everything else. Okay, so the BFG, it has a budget of $140 million, and worldwide it's only made $41 million. Oh man, for Steven Spielberg movie, that's really bad. This is, I would consider this a bomb, unless, let's look at the foreign. I don't think no, it hasn't been released in places where, they'll get big money like Japan or China. So, yeah, that movie might make its money back. We'll have to wait and see for that. I'll keep you guys posted on its box office. But BFG is considered a bomb, sadly. Now, The Legend of Tarzan, let's see. The Legend of Tarzan had a budget of $180 million, and worldwide it's only made $86 million. And you gotta remember, this is not including the marketing for this movie. Let me explain that for a second. So these movies have a budget of $180 million. That's from principal photography, which is before they even shoot, getting the script ready, getting everything ready, to final product, which is, all the editing and the film being done with all the CGI. Now, that itself is $180 million. To market the movie, trailers, posters, on the buses when you walk around, the skylines of buildings, depending on what cities you live in. The budget of that could be exactly what the movie is. So that could probably mean $200 million extra on top of what they've already put into the budget. So these movies are considered bombs, but Legend of Tarzan has yet to open up in China and Asia as well. So who knows, these movies could make their money back, but I very much doubt it. So far, domestically, only 66 million, and that is definitely considered a bomb. So, those are three movies I've seen recently. I am going to see The Secret Life of Pets with my cousin pretty soon. By the time I upload this, I would have already watched it, so I will probably do a review of that. And guys, please let me know if you prefer this format better. I will be able to get you more content a lot quicker this way. So, make sure you balance that out before you say go back to video. You're stupid or whatever. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. And there are some reviews I need to catch up on. So I will be bringing you reviews of Independence Day Resurgence, Finding Dory, Central Intelligence I missed out on. I'm going to just name off some movies reviews I'm bringing you guys. I'll probably do this in my next video when I review Secret Life of Pets. I also have to review Now You See Me 2. Possibly Warcraft. I have to look into something that I will describe later on for you guys. I might not be able to review that one for legal reasons, but like I said, I will explain that later. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I will review for you guys. X-Men Apocalypse I will bring you the review for that. Let's see, what else? I believe the last review I brought you guys was Captain America Civil War, and I've seen quite a bit of movies since then. The stupid Huntsman Winter's War, and some other movies. If you guys have any movies that have already come out that you want me to review, just let me know, and I'll make sure to see them before I review them. And also, what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start bringing you guys, some movie news, some video game related news. I recently attended E3 last month, so I will let you guys know the secrets in the nitty gritty of what I found out there to inform you guys. But yeah, again, so much. Thank you so much for listening. I got to get used to this. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. And as always, everyone, stay true and be odd. I'm out.